was supposed to heaven, but was living hell. Nobody asked what was wrong, guess I did it well. Lot of pain in my heart, I guess I hit it well. But it's more than just what I posted up. I was in the dark thinking nobody's showing up. Shh, don't tell him cause he ain't grown enough. You don't gotta tell me cause it was shown enough. Mama holding back all of the tears to prove to her son that her heart wasn't broken up. It was hard on me to see my life was broken up. Remember clutching a knife thinking I was going up. Mama and dad was fighting.
Hey man, yeah, we back. Day 6, you know what I'm saying? Consistent. This is the first time I've ever posted anything back to back to back for 6 days straight. This is insane. How you guys doing, man? We are here on day 6 on Start Something New, man, and I'm just glad to be here. I'm just glad to be here, you know what I'm saying? I did wake up a little late this morning, so don't judge me. This video would have been out way earlier, but I woke up a little late. I went to bed, Diamond dropped the episode, and I was watching Don. All right, my fault. We getting off topic. For today's message, man, what I really wanted to talk about, first we were going to talk about forgiveness, but then I was sitting here and the Holy Spirit started flowing, and I'm like, okay, we're going to talk about idolatry. Idolatry is basically idolizing something. Now, what idolizing is when you're making it your meaning of your life. When you're pouring everything that's within you and putting it into this thing. Like, you can idolize things as money, as playing games, as sitting, watching movies, idolizing relationships, idolizing people, putting things above God. That's what idolatry is. Now, a lot of people don't realize, and even me back then, I didn't realize how easy it was to idolize something. One thing that I idolized a lot in my BC era was money. I was obsessed. When I say obsessed with money, man, I wish I actually have pictures. If I have pictures there, I could show y'all. Like, I would have pictures of just money spreads, and I would just show my money and just talk about my money and just say money. I want money. I need money. And it was bad. I might as well have been Mr. Krabs, bro. I was cheap and I wanted to keep my money, bro. So I was very heavy on idolizing money. And after coming to Christ, that's when I quit my job and I didn't have money anymore. Like, when I came to Christ, he basically put me in a position to where I could work on that, or he could work on that within me. You know what I'm saying? So another thing, like now currently, well, not currently, but like, you know, as coming closer to Christ, I realized another thing that I was idolizing was a relationship, a Christ-centered relationship. There's nothing wrong with wanting money or wanting a relationship or wanting to play the game or wanting to pursue your career. But it gets to a point on why you so-called love these things. You can say you love money, but do you love money because of you're able to provide for those around you and to give to others? Or do you love money because you have more money than that person over there? Or because you're not struggling as much as that person over there? Which is something to be thankful of, but it's just a certain perspective that you would have to have. Because if you're saying, I could never be them, that could never be me, you know what I'm saying? That type of mindset is very selfish. Of having joy, quote unquote, happiness with something that is one, temporary, and having happiness within it because someone else doesn't have it. That's a very selfish mindset. Not just money, but with anything, materialistic things. It's very easy to idolize these things. A couple reasons we can go over why it's very important not to do this and why it's wrong is because, one, idolizing something is putting it above God. It's making it your God. When you're idolizing something, like, I feel like money is a very good example, so we're just going to be using that a lot. If I'm willing to do anything to get that money, or to be able to have that fear or anxiety in my mind overpower the thought of God, you're literally idolizing an idea that hasn't even happened. When you're getting anxious, when you're getting afraid of what could happen because you don't have this, when you should replace that in your mind of, okay, this will happen if I don't have God, or I will stumble if I don't have God, or I will not be who I am if I do not have God. We need to replace that mindset. Instead of putting these things, or like idolizing your phone or social media or these people, you need to have that same mindset when it comes to God. And I feel like in this society, we have a big problem with social media, and it makes it way easier to idolize things and people because we're seeing so much. We're seeing these people in these quote unquote happy relationships. We're seeing these people, oh, you need to be rich by 19, or you need to be rich by 25 and have this. You need to be in front of the crowd and doing everything that everyone else is doing, when that's not the truth. It's damaging your mind if you're consistently consuming these things and feeling like you need to be doing them because you're seeing other people doing them. Now it's kind of going like deeper, kind of straying away from idolatry, but yeah, like I said earlier, another big thing with idolatry is focusing on the ideas of why you want something. We can use relationships for an example, because I know a lot of people want relationships. A lot of people want to be in a relationship, which is nothing wrong with that. But you have to take into account, do you understand what a relationship is? And you have to take into account, if you cannot be in a relationship with someone who loves you unconditionally, what makes you think you could be in love with someone or be in a healthy relationship with someone who you have to get to know, who you have to learn, and who is not perfect? God is perfect and he loves you unconditionally. And if you can't have a good, healthy relationship with him, and you can't seek him, and you can't communicate with him, what makes you think you're going to be able to communicate with someone else who has the same problems as you? What makes you think you're going to be able to live peacefully and to grow with this person if you can't even live peacefully and grow with God? If you can't turn away from your desires and seek God, what makes you think you can turn away from your desires and seek your person? It's not going to work. It's like mathematically impossible. Like it's not gonna work. If you can't do it with someone who is giving you their all, what makes you think you could do it with someone who can't give you their all? Like come on, bro. Like, we really have to stop idolizing these things and understand what they truly are before we're trying to commit to these things. And this can apply to careers or relationships or life-changing movements, moving to a new house. It can apply to so many different things. You have to truly understand that God should be above everything, because when you understand who God is, then you truly understand everything else. Like, understanding God comes with understanding everything else. If he is all knowing and you know him and he will guide and teach you, what are you missing out on? Parties, being rich, the nice cars, smoking, drinking, doing all these things, having fun, being a hot girl, being a what they call the guys, I don't even know, a sigma, I don't even know, a alpha male. Like, bro, like, all these things are killing your brain, and that's true brain rot. We have to stop idolizing the ways of the world, and we have to truly seek God and understand his ways, because if you do not, you will start to realize, here's the main topic, and that's the last topic, and then I'll see you tomorrow. But if you're putting something that is temporary above God, which is eternal, that temporary thing, you may have fun, you may be interested in it, whether it's relationship, money, riches, women, men, all these things. They may in the moment feel good and give you a temporary satisfaction, but in the end, you're going to realize, okay, like, I got nothing else. I really have no meaning. None of this money or none of these girls or none of these guys or none of these riches are doing anything for you. It's not changing you. It is actually, but not in a good way. It's not doing anything beneficial for you that will help you grow and be fruitful and to help others. You know what I'm saying? If you're living for these things, your life will be vain. Your life will be, it would all be in vain, because it's all going to disappear. All money, all relationships, all not all relationships. You're going to start having a relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? But if you're building your life and pouring your life into things that are temporary and not living for God, who is eternal, and learning his eternal ways, everything that you do and everything that you claim you want to achieve, and even if you do achieve them, it will all be in vain. None of it will matter in the end. So why not do something and seek someone who matters? God doesn't want you to follow his rule book. He just wants you to love him. That's all it is. He wants you to love him because he loves you. And he sees that you're hurting. He sees that you're tired. He sees that you don't want to be working like a slave. So he wants you to have rest within him. So stop idolizing these things of the world and seek God. Put him first. Understand that he is higher than all things. So yeah, if you got a career you want to pursue, Pray to God about it. Take it to God and make sure that you're pursuing it out of a heart posture that comes from the Lord. Because if you are not, even if you get successful with money, or even if you accomplish it, if you're living for that and that is your only reason for being alive, is accomplishing that goal, then what did you really do with your life? Because it's going to disappear. That business, that career, that YouTube channel. I'm a YouTuber. I post gaming and skits and all that. All of it is going to be gone. I know one day God will put me in a place that I can't even imagine, where I will impact people's lives, or he will impact people's lives through me. But all of it will be gone. But that impact will never disappear. Never. That impact of his spirit, of his love, of his peace and joy and laughter, it would never go away. And that's what all of this means to me. You think I care about being rich and being the best YouTuber known to man? No, I don't. I really don't. I care about bringing God's spirit to people who are in the darkness, bringing God's spirit to people who cannot understand. Understanding God, being that light to shine for others who cannot shine for themselves. That's all it is. Don't idolize things of this world. Praise God. Worship him. He's the only thing that's worth worshiping. I think y'all, this is a little overtime, but I think y'all, man, I started to get a little riled up. My mouth getting dry. But I appreciate you guys for making it to the end of this video, man. I pray that you have a blessed day, night, morning, afternoon, whatever it is. I pray that it's blessed. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Always remember that Jesus Christ loves you, man. And yeah, like I said, if y'all want to see other content from me, I do have a gaming channel. Y'all can go sub to that. And I do have a skit channel to where I would be posting more. I am in the process of moving into a new home, so bear with me. But all glory be to God. I really appreciate you guys for staying on this journey with me. So I thank you guys. And until tomorrow, man. I'll see y'all day 7. Yeah, boy. Hey, we out. I don't know why I got the feeling to dance, but I am, though. My fault. All right, we out for real.